Instructions for quarantine compliance. The COVID-19 virus is extremely infectious. It is most important that the quarantine is respected. It is the only way to stop the virus from spreading. The health authority decides who has to be quarantined and for how long. The health authority will tell you when the quarantine period is over. Who has to go into quarantine? People who are infected with the COVID-19 virus, people who have had close contact to someone infected with the COVID-19 virus, and people who arrive in Germany from a risk area abroad. What does quarantine mean? I'm not allowed to leave my home. I'm not allowed to meet any other people or friends. I'm not allowed to go to school or kindergarten. I'm not allowed to go shopping or go to work. Working from home is possible in quarantine as long as I'm not ill. I'm not allowed to bring out the rubbish or go to my letterbox. When one person in the household has COVID-19, then the other people living with them are also in quarantine. A household is all the people living together in the same house or flat. If only one person has had close contact to a person with the virus, then only this contact person has to go into quarantine. The people who live in the house or flat with this contact person, on the other hand, do not need to go into quarantine. What does it mean for my family or the people who live with me if I'm in quarantine? The hygiene rules must be followed very carefully. Wash your hands regularly and thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. Cough and sneeze into the crook of your elbow. Let in plenty of fresh air, open windows for a few minutes several times a day. A minimum social distance of 1.5 meters must be kept wherever possible, and everyone should wear a mask. If one person or several people in the household are ill with COVID-19, the following additional rules apply. Wherever possible, all other people should not be in the same room with the sick person. Have as little contact as possible with the healthy people in the household. The sick person should only be supported as required by a few and always the same members of the household. The obligation to quarantine remains in force even if these rules are adhered to. You may be subject to a fine if the rules are not observed. If your behavior spreads the virus or the disease, you could face a fine or imprisonment. How will I be cared for when I'm in quarantine? If you are not allowed to leave your home, ask family, friends or neighbors to buy food for you and lay out the money. Your helpers should leave the shopping in front of your door so there is no contact during the handover. If no one from your circle of friends and neighbors can help you, the voluntary agency in Hamburg will help at www.freiwillig.hamburg/corona-nachbarschaftshilfe-Hamburg or by phone at 040-6964-67228. If you have COVID-19 and feel ill, then phone your GP or the medical call center at 116-117. Call 112 in cases of extreme emergency. Further information. Should you have any further questions about COVID-19, you can use the COVID-19 hotline of the city of Hamburg at 040-428-28-4000. The health authority will contact the infected person and their close contacts, following a positive test result. These may take a little time if many people are ill with COVID-19. If you already know that you have had close contact with an infected person, please stay at home until the health authority calls. Please help proactively if you have had a positive test result. Use the COVID-19 warning app and inform the people who have been in close contact with you. You can then put yourself in quarantine and protect other people that way.